Hello, welcome back to another Art of the Flip video. Here is another bunch of books that I bought in the past few weeks. Not all were great buys. I think some of them will turn out to be break even. Okay, so definitely not a good batch except for maybe one or two books. I saved the best for last then. First up, I bought this pair. This one here is, okay, this one is really nice, but it's just the worst flaw of this book is yellow and tan, okay? Cream page kind of quality, but as far as the structure of the book, you know, it looked, at least 7.5, if not 8.0 kind of range. This one here, the front looked like a 7.5, okay? But unfortunately, there are moisture damage on the back cover. So it's probably 4.0, 4.5-ish at best. But yeah, the front looked like a nice 7.5. Not that many major flaw, okay? But not everything that I bought to flip is slap worthy, and this is a perfect example, okay? I'm just gonna probably sell it raw someday. It's a pair, you know. I mean, I paid, I don't know, 25 bucks for them or something like that, so just something to buy. I saw it and then Now this one here, I think this was perhaps my worst purchase for this video. At best, I think I will break even on this book. Okay. When I said break even on this book, at best, with something like this, okay, early Spider-Man, just like early Fantastic Four, even though this could be a not so great flip right now, with time and patience, it probably would turn out a good deal, a good buy 6 months from now or a year from now. So this is one of those books where if I'm gonna slab it, if it turns out to be a 5.0, I made money right away. But my hunch is that this is one of those times where I think I miscalculated my grading. I think it's gonna be somewhere in the 4 or 4.5 range. If so, if it's a 4, I will lose money right now if I sell it. If it's a 4.5-ish, then I break even with the slapping costs and everything. So it's one of those books where, you know, I'm not in a hurry. Okay, when it comes down to flipping books, we're all aware how popular Spider-Man is. Okay, especially when you have, you know, the first Doom crossover. It's never a bad buy. It's a bad flip in that it's not gonna happen quick. The profit won't happen quick. Okay, so right there. Next up, this book is probably a 9.2. There's some meat on the bone, a little profit in my pocket. But when I saw the book, I'm like, why not? It was priced where there are some meat left on the bone, so that if it's a 9.2, I can make a profit. Why not, right? Now, if it's a 9.0, instead of a 9.2, if I misjudge my grading, then yeah, not so much profit there. But once again, here's another book. When it comes down to the art of the flip, you know, I talked about this, I think, before in previous videos, is that when you buy something to flip, the intention is to sell it, so you have to sell it eventually. The quicker the better. But at the same time, it's also good to buy books like this where it might not be a good flip right away, but it is a desirable classic. Even though it's a modern book, it will be considered a classic cover for years, if not decades to come. So the demand for this will always going to be strong regardless of what the hobby is doing. So it's not a bad book to gamble on. Okay, so that's how I approach it. This one here is 8.5-ish. Okay, I got a good price for it, so I'm like, you know, I can make a few bucks flipping it. Would this be something I slap? I would have to take a look at what the current price is for a slab for an 8.5. I didn't buy this because, you know, it's gonna be this character is gonna be in a movie or something. When it comes down to DC character, I'm not high on buying books to flip because of movies or TV shows. I just think it's a good book, nice looking 8.5. The worst flaw is there's like a half an inch corner crease right here, right on the edge. Without that crease, this book would have been easy 9. But because of that, 8.5. Last but not least, this is my favorite purchase for this video. Beautiful book, perfectly centered. Not an easy book to find with perfect centering, but this book, I think it's gonna be a 9.0. If it's a 9.0, it's a double. Okay, if it is a 9.2 or better, it will be sweet profit, that's for sure. Yeah. Beautiful book. The centering is perfection here. Let me show you outside of the mylar, just to show how pretty it is. It's a pretty book, okay? Pretty book. And when it comes down to perfect centering, just look at the there's 3 or 4 spine ticks on the spine, okay? Could this be higher than a 9? There's some defects or flaws on the cover that are not visible because of the yellow, okay? For those that watch my grading tutorial, I talk a lot about how yellow covers tend to hide a lot of flaws. So there are some ticks on the spine, but if you take a look at the back cover, take a look, see? Not one speck of yellow on the spine. Look at that. And then if you look at the front, not one speck of white on the spine, right? As far as the back cover, so you're talking perfect centering. Gorgeous copy. I have another beautiful copy, and that one is like a 9.4-ish. Also beautiful centering. Not as nice as this. This one has better centering. So, but I bought this with the purpose to flip. So this is a copy that's gonna go to CGC. And that's it for this video. When and if the grades come in, I will talk about it and see how close I am on my prediction on all of these books. Not all will go to CGC, of course. As I mentioned, those 2 Thor books will be up for sales or trade sometime in the future. But the rest is CGC worthy. And that's it. Thanks for watching.